Welcome to another workout with Whitney. Let's get started. We've got a body weight warm up, and then I'm going to use just a single dumbbell today, but you can certainly utilize two. It's like a medium weight. So if you have two, if all you have are light weights, then you should use two of them. If you've got some that are a little bit more medium to heavier, try just the one for variation, for variety, because we've been doing this at home for a while now. Okay, so to start with, we've got this stationary lunge position. When we come down, whenever we drop that back leg down, our arms are going to go up, and then we're going to come up and reach for our front toe, and obviously your arms will be down. So it's here, here. 5 of them. All right, switch. Four. All right, that's it. 10 toe touches. So feet about hip width apart, back flat, hands on your thighs the whole time. So essentially, it's a body weight RDL. All the way down, all the way up. If you want to take those arms all the way up too, go for it. Just waking everything up. Okay, we're gonna bend over, palms up, back flat. My hands are below my knees, pulling apart. 10. Then bring it down onto all fours for hip circles. 10 on one side, 10 on the other. And then 10 on the other side. Remember, we're not dipping into that low back. 9. All right, last one's gonna be an alternating pigeon, and that is 5 on each side. I'm gonna flip around so I don't kick anything over. So across, and it's a nice calf stretch. Switch.
All the way out.
Should be close. Okay. I'm working on my phone, so I need to look real quick. Okay. Grab your weight or weights, or if you don't have any weights, it's totally fine. Goblet, squat. So feet, I'm gonna go a little bit wider than hip width apart. We've got 12. You wanna get down as deep as you can. Elbows to knees, ideally. Eleven, 12. Okay, now one arm, we're gonna be in a split stance position. So almost a lunge position, but that back knee is not really bent. Soft, but not like to the floor. Try not to put much weight on this hand or thigh, but same thing as always whenever we row, below the knee, pull from below the knee. Back toward the hip. 12 of them. Got it? Switch. Eight, 9, keep that core tight. All right, now, taking it horizontal, we're gonna press overhead. You could make it tougher if you wanted to and come down to your knees and press overhead. Otherwise, stand up tall. Don't dip into your low back. Twelve of them. And we've got 12, a little rest. So when we're pressing overhead, oftentimes we kind of get into that low back. We kind of shoot up that rib cage as it gets heavier. There's probably like 5 things I could say. Regardless, you don't want to ever lock your knees in order to do it. Rather, you want more of like an athletic position, butt back, core tight, and tuck that rib cage down. Got a little something to take care of over here. There we go. Okay, we're back to goblet squat. 12. Squeeze the glutes, squeeze the quads on the way up. 11, 12. Okay. Row. Pull back for that hip. Make sure you keep that shoulder back and down. 11, 12. So notice too that I'm not like, I'm not trying to start the lawnmower. I'm not yanking back and opening up. Keep that hip facing down as much as possible. Controlling that motion on the way up and the way down. 11, 12. All right, overhead. Obviously, if you're using 2, 1 in each hand here. Everything else still applies. When you start to notice that rib cage come up, tighten those abs. Got it. Little rest. Quick drink if you need. Random sticker probably from a child. Okay, back to that goblet squat. All right, here we go, 12. Keep that head and chest up. With that dumbbell up, trying to be kind of makes you want to round forward. Which is exactly why it's a good thing to do that. To have the dumbbell in front so we kind of counterbalance that Forward pull. Okay. Throw. Don't put too much pressure on that leg, or the hand on that leg. Switch it. Okay, when you got it, press in. 12. Keep that rib cage tucked down. All right. For the rest, moving on. Okay. All right, so now we're gonna hold down here, and we've got reverse goblet lateral lunge. I just don't think that you can do enough lateral lunges, so if you're tired of them, I guess get used to it with me. Chest up, shoulders back, sit back, and we're going 12 on one side. Head and chest up. If you're using a big dumbbell, we do want that dumbbell to get down and essentially touch the floor, at least getting very close. If you're not using anything, I'd like to see your hand touch. And if you've got one in each hand, just make sure that one's inside the knee and one's outside the knee, and that you're really driving off of your outside foot. Okay, so now turning it horizontal again. Elbows in, tuck to your side, and it's a curl. All the way down, all the way up, 12 of them. Seven, 12. If you haven't guessed it, 12 is the number of the day. Doesn't mean that things aren't subject to change though. Okay. Now we're gonna do dumbbell pullover. So you can do this, you can hold it horizontal or vertical. I'm gonna go vertical today. Slowly on the way back, and then pull over. You wanna bring it over your chest. Not too far. We're not coming here with it. All right, when you got it, a little rest. A little drink if you need. We are back up for the favorite lateral lunge. Here we go. Now I say head and chest up all the time. 1, good posture, and 2, good form. But just like anybody else, I'm human, and I, just follow where my eyes go. But wherever your eyes go, your body usually follows. I'm gonna do that 12 with the other side. Curls. Squeeze it up, control it on the way down. Try to reduce any swing in the body. That's normally going to be on the way down as we lower it down. Okay, I'm going to switch it up and I need to change this on. I'm going to hold it horizontal, so I'll let us run and say. Still 12. There we go. A little rest, a little drink. We're back to those lunges. Last time with them. Here we go. Get down there. Other side. Eleven, 12. Curls. Focus on both biceps. Same thing with like the overhead pressing. If it gets tough, we often want to dip into that low back, and it's a matter of keeping those knees soft, shooting your butt back to prevent that. We just don't need to add any additional stress to our low backs. Okay, 12 pullovers. All right. See what we got next. Okay. So one hand, one dumbbell. We're gonna do a split stance RDL. So I'm gonna put all of my weight in the opposite leg of the hand that I'm using. My back foot is actually pretty close to my front foot as far as like a toe to heel almost. Okay, RDL. So that front leg, the knee is just soft. If it feels funky, that's all right. Just make sure that no leg is straight and that your weight is in that front foot. It's 12 on each side. Should feel a stretch in the hamstring and the glute on that working leg. And I think the easiest thing to do is just square up your feet again. Just switch it. So it's still a hip hinge. I'm still coming all the way up with it. Squeeze the glute at the top. Okay. Holding it horizontal again. If you've got a plate weight at home, this would work well too. So I'm holding it here. I'm going to press it out. Kind of pull back in each time. So it's a standing chest press. That's a lot of upper back too. Shooting for 12. Woo! I say shooting for because I wasn't sure whether I was going to make it. Okay. Now overhead, tricep extension, also 12. This is one of those where the chest flares anyways, the rib cage kind of flared out. So there's going to be a lot of counterbalance on that one, meaning I really had to kind of like tuck my hips forward and think about bringing and tightening my abs. So again, so I'm not here with it. I want everything to be stacked as possible as far as the vertebrae when I'm doing anything overhead. Little drink, little rest if you need. Pull some coffee if you want. Maybe it'd be smart to turn that around and show my Schneider Fitness sticker. All right, we're back to that split stance, RDL. 12. Now, I really also try not to like overreach with my glutes at the top. Again, I want everything just stacked. I'll show you what I'm talking about. So a lot of times whenever I see RDLs or even squats, so say come down, oftentimes I'll see like this overextension, not looking for that, it's looking for straight up, okay? People think that they're getting kind of an extra activation that way, and really we're just gonna end up aggravating it a little bit. But if you just pay attention to it, it'll all come together. The mind and muscle connection gets there. And you can really feel what you're working. Okay, pressing. Woo! It gets tough. All right, overhead, rib cage tucked down, glutes tucked in. Eleven, 12. I think anyway. My counting definitely gets off whenever I am talking, but usually the things that I'm saying in here are important. Occasionally, that is not true. But if you've been with me for a while, you know. Okay, last time. 12 of them. Not fast, but keep it controlled and keep it moving. And it's not a bad thing to put that hand on your booty and feel what you're using here. You can really kind of feel that stretch and that contraction. And that's kind of what I mean by the mind and muscle connection. But putting your hand there just kind of gives that tactile sensation. Okay. Pressing. I'm going faster than I should. This is tough. Can slow down. Okay. Last one with the tricep. Arms should be getting tired. Then 12. Okay, we got just a little bit more. Ooh, it's gonna feel good. Okay. Good news is the rest is just body weight. Bad news is we're doing more triceps. That's good news too. So it's those hips up, elbows back. My lower body is not moving. It's all with the arms here. 15, this is the number. I know I said the number of the day was 12, but if you got it, shoot for 15 there. Okay, so now the modified bicycle, sitting up. Hands, fingers are just touching my occipital bones here, just the bone of the back of the head there at the bottom, base of the skull. And really trying to keep those elbows back. I'm gonna twist. My upper and my lower body are both working here. It's all that core and oblique. This is 10 on each side. If you need to, put your hands on your abs to feel it all working. You just want to make sure that you're getting a nice good twist. A little bitty rest. And we're back to those dips. It's just these two. And we're going to do it 2 more times. Then we're done. All right, hips up, elbows back. 15. Yikes! Yeah. Oh, okay, here we go. 10 here. Ooh. Okay, go to Moss. We got it. Let's just go ahead and hit it. Hello, triceps. 14, 15. Ouch. Oh, okay, here we go. Last bit. Yikes. Oh, that's a lot of hip flexors too. So, come on down with me. Just stretch everything out. Just gonna let your body fall where it may. Big breath in. And release it. I'm gonna let you do your own stretching today. Whatever you'd like to do, whatever feels right for you. I'm not sure what, but whatever feels good for you. Thank you for joining me today. As always, just putting up with me. I appreciate it.